Hey, it's me. Happy Thanksgiving! Today I'm going to be baking a classic dish for my family Thanksgiving, which is the Cranberry Casserole. You may have heard of it before. It's pretty popular around this time of year, but it is especially popular in my household. This is one of my dad's personal favorites, and this year I'm excited to be the one baking it. I've already pre-prepped a lot of my stuff today, so I'm hoping that I can get this done fairly quickly. It should be a pretty simple dish to make for your family or your friends or whoever you want to bake for this Thanksgiving. So let's get started. For this recipe, you are gonna need sugar, cranberries, unpeeled diced red apple, 1 stick of butter, regular oatmeal, make sure it's not instant oatmeal, flour, chopped pecans, and finally brown sugar. So you're gonna want to grab your baking dish first. I have an 8 by 11.5. Smaller is preferred, so a 9 by 13 is not what you want. That is if you want some thicker pieces. We're gonna set this aside. We're gonna grab a bowl. And on my recipe, it says to actually put this in the baking dish and mix together, but I want a clean looking finished product, so I have a feeling that that's not gonna be the option for me. So you're gonna wanna grab your sugar, cranberries, and diced apples, and I'm gonna put them in this bowl. I have my apples here. This is 2 cups, so this took about 2.5 apples. I've had them sitting overnight with some lemon juice to keep them from getting brown. And then you're gonna need 12 ounces of your cranberries. So fortunately, these come in 12-ounce bags. So just gonna pop this open. Ooh, those are pretty. Look at that color. And then you're gonna want 1.5 cups of sugar. Here's 1 cup. And here's 1/2. And now I realize that I probably needed a bigger bowl. So perhaps I should have mixed this in there. We're gonna switch, because it does say, this is why you listen to the recipe. This is also why I'm never really in the kitchen, because I mess stuff up quite frequently. Yay, 1 more bowl I need to wash. That's why we have a dishwasher. Okay, I'm gonna just mix this with my hands. They are clean. Make sure you wash your hands. I do love the smell of the apples. It's quite nice. Ooh. And you do want a sweet apple for this particular dish because the cranberry is tart. You're gonna want something sweet to balance that. So I'm using Red Delicious. They're not my personal favorite apple. And I know this because I sampled after I finished cutting it up last night. It should work well with the tartness here. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good. I've gotten a lot of the sugar up off of the bottom. So now it wants this to be covered and set aside so that we can prepare the topping for it. Now you're gonna want a bowl. I'm gonna go with this one because it's larger and I'm afraid that I'm gonna run out of room again. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my dry ingredients before I melt and add the butter. I feel like that's gonna give me a better result. So you're gonna wanna add 1.5 cups of regular oatmeal. Here's 1/2, and here's the cup. Need 1/2 cup of flour. Then you're gonna need 1/2 cup of the chopped pecans. Which I bought chopped pecans, but Then I chop them up further to make them smaller chunks because you don't want big chunks in this. And then finally, you're gonna want another half a cup of brown sugar and half a cup. Did you see how that's fun? Am I the only one that thinks brown sugar is kind of fun to play with? I'm gonna mix this, and then once I get this mixed, I'm gonna melt some butter, a whole stick. We want it to be crumbly and lumpy. Well, that melted fast. That was like 30 seconds. We still ain't done, but I'ma stir it a little bit longer. She's done. All right, I'm gonna pour this in here. Oh my gosh, Felix just jumped on the windowsill and I swear I thought it was a human. Hang on. Since this is hot, I'm gonna pour this in and tentatively stir it because I don't want to burn myself with hot butter. The last thing I want is to suffer butter burn injuries. Oh, this is fun. Okay, it's crumbly and lumpy and smells like butter heaven. So I think now it is ready to go on. And we're gonna pour this on top. And then we're gonna spread this evenly on top. And then I'm gonna wipe off the handles where I touched it with sugar hands earlier because I don't really want that to be baked on there. Now I'm gonna preheat my oven to 325. Should have done that while I was putting it together, but I didn't. Say hi. Here. Everybody say hi to James Oliver. He's a good boy. Jamesy, what's one thing you're thankful for? And then we still have Angus, my 17-year-old. What are you thankful for? Are you thankful? Not really? You're not very thankful? He's a crotchety old man. And then we got Felix, my big boy. You got stretchy legs? What you thankful for? He's very thankful. You're so happy. In for 30 minutes. 35 minutes. It has now been 35 minutes, and in the midst of the 35 minutes, about 4 minutes ago, we had a power outage for a whopping 15 seconds. Scared me half to death, but I think the baking's fine. It didn't really stay off that long, but you know. Ooh, there's some bubbling on the edges. There she is. Looks about the same. Here's the finished product. There's a little bit of bubbling around the edges. So as you can see, this was a super simple baking dish for Thanksgiving. I know that this is one of the family favorites, especially my dad. He loves cranberries. So I know that this is gonna be devoured. So if you're somebody who really likes cranberries or just want to give a new dessert a try for Thanksgiving, I highly recommend doing this. This took me a little over an hour, so 30-something minutes for the prep and then 35 minutes for the baking. Quite literally, I threw things together and said, bake, and it did so. So it's a simple one. If you're looking for a quick one to make, something quick to add to what you already have on your Thanksgiving menu, this is something that you could try. So I hope you all enjoyed this video today. I know I did. I love a good simple baking video. It just is so relaxing in a way. It's different because obviously I don't spend a lot of time doing this. So it was a very nice little adventure for me. The house officially smells like Thanksgiving, so I'm happy. And if you choose to try this for your Thanksgiving meal, I hope it makes you happy too. So once again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you make so many lovely memories this season. And with that, I will see you all next week.